On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Rickety.
Wobbly, unsteady, and likely to collapse.
Examples:
Rickety structure. Rickety chair. The old wooden bridge was rickety and swayed with every step.
Infernal.
Relating to hell or the underworld, characterized by evil or wickedness, extremely unpleasant or irritating.
Examples:
Infernal headache. Infernal noise. The infernal heat wave made it difficult to sleep at night.
Livelihood.
A means of earning money people need to pay for food, a place to live, clothing, etc.
Examples:
A means of livelihood. Livelihood assistance. I could no longer earn my own livelihood.
Belch.
To expel air from the stomach through the mouth with a noisy or offensive sound, typically as a result of swallowing air or because of indigestion.
Examples:
Belch chemical waste into the atmosphere. Belch loudly. The bubbling mud in the hot spring occasionally belch up a foul odor.
Polluted.
Contaminated with harmful or poisonous substances.
Examples:
Polluted air. Cadmium polluted area. The river was polluted with chemicals, causing harm to the wildlife.
Coronavirus.
A large family of viruses that can cause illness in humans and animals, which name comes from the crown-like spikes on the surface of the virus, which can be seen under a microscope, and COVID-19 is caused by a specific type of coronavirus known as SARS-CoV-2.
Examples:
Coronavirus antibody test kit. Coronavirus bankruptcy. Considering the situation of coronavirus, organized stopped this year's beer festival.
Lockdown.
An emergency policy for people, communities, or a country to stay where they are, usually due to specific risks, such as COVID-19.
Examples:
Go on lockdown. Lockdown area. The country's prime minister has decided to implement a nationwide lockdown measure.
Dislocate.
To move out of a position of the bone in a joint, to put out of its usual place, position, or relationship.
Examples:
Dislocate my shoulder. Dislocate residence. X-rays revealed that several of his joints were dislocated.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Industrialize.
To organize the production of something into an industry.
Examples:
industrialized service, industrialized textile production. The nations of Southeast Asia will quickly industrialize and catch up with the West.
Crisscross.
To move or make lines that intersect or cross each other in a pattern resembling a series of X's.
Examples:
crisscross over the edges of the walls, crisscross my heart. The roads crisscrossed through the countryside, creating a beautiful scenic drive.
Bud.
A small swelling on a plant stem or twig containing an undeveloped shoot.
Examples:
pinch off a bud, bud grafting. The flower was starting to show its bud and would soon bloom into a beautiful blossom.
Daring.
Brave and taking risks.
Examples:
daring escape, make a daring face. Her choices become increasingly daring and creative.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
explode in anger, explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Emit.
To give off or send out something such as light, heat, sound, gas, etc.
Examples:
emit a gamma ray, emit air pollution. During the unloading, the container box emits a clicking sound.
Dung.
Solid waste from animals, especially from large animals such as cattle and horses. Verb, to fertilize or dress with animals' excrement.
Examples:
ball of dung, dung the land. You can see the horse dung on the country road.
Bioenergy.
Energy derived from biomass materials, such as plants or organic waste, that can be converted into a usable form of heat, electricity, or fuel.
Examples:
bioenergy potential, bioenergy plant. Bioenergy production can be achieved through various methods, such as anaerobic digestion and combustion.
Dignify.
To make something worthy of respect or honor, to elevate or give importance to something that may otherwise be considered insignificant.
Examples:
dignify the role, dignify the occasion. It's important to dignify other people's opinions and not dismiss them without consideration.
Hundredfold.
100 times as great or as much.
Examples:
rise nearly hundredfold, improve hundredfold. The development
Quadruple.
to consist of 4 items or people, to become 4 times as great or many.
Examples:
Quadruple the amount, quadruple the price of gold. His stock earnings quadrupled.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Rapacious.
Aggressively greedy or grasping, often about money or resources, devouring or predacious in nature.
Examples:
Rapacious appetite. Rapacious behavior. The rapacious CEO made millions while exploiting his workers.
Reimagine.
To imagine or conceive of something in a new or different way.
Examples:
Reimagine the future. Reimagine the possibilities. The company is trying to reimagine its business model to stay competitive.
Audacious.
Showing a willingness to take bold risks or to do something that is considered unconventional or daring, marked by originality, creativity, or boldness.
Examples:
Audacious stunt. Audacious decision. The young entrepreneur had an audacious plan to start his own company.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Wasteland.
A barren or uncultivated area of land that has been left deserted or uninhabitable, typically due to a natural disaster, pollution, or human destruction, a place or situation that is devoid of life or anything of value.
Examples:
Post-apocalyptic wasteland. Nuclear wasteland. The abandoned industrial site is now a wasteland of decaying buildings and rusted machinery.
Untapped.
Not yet used or exploited.
Examples:
Untapped market. Untapped potential. The forest held many untapped resources that could be used for commercial purposes.
Monsoon.
A seasonal wind system that brings heavy rainfall to a region, typically occurring in tropical areas.
Examples:
Monsoon season. Monsoon current. The monsoon rains often bring relief to areas suffering from drought.
Urgently.
In a way that requires immediate action or attention, especially before anything else, because of being very important.
Examples:
Tackle the problem urgently. Urgently required. I need to send this email urgently.
Soaked.
Completely wet, saturated or drenched with a liquid.
Examples:
Soaked clothes. Soaked sponge. The hiker's boots were soaked from walking through the stream.
Windy.
Characterized by or affected by strong winds, of or relating to the wind, describing a person who talks a lot, often in an exaggerated way or without saying much substance.
Examples:
Windy hillside. Windy eloquence. The weather is too windy for us to go on a boat ride.
Rooftop.
The upper surface or cover of a building's roof, often used for recreational or other purposes.
Examples:
Rooftop live. Rooftop deck. They held the dinner party on the rooftop terrace, enjoying the beautiful view of the city.
Outskirt.
The part of a town or city away from the center, typically the suburbs, the fringe or border of something.
Examples:
The outskirt of the forest. On the western outskirts. The outskirt of the city was quieter and more peaceful than the busy downtown area.
Sprawl.
To sit, lie, or fall with one's arms and legs spread out.
Examples:
Sprawl out luxuriously on the sofa. Sprawl for acres. The lush vegetation sprawls across the wonderfully landscaped gardens.
Hydropower.
Electricity generated from the energy of moving water, usually using turbines and dams in rivers or other bodies of water.
Examples:
Hydropower plant. Hydropower energy. Many countries around the world have built dams to harness the power of hydropower for their energy needs.
Pricey.
Expensive or costly, having a high price or worth.
Examples:
Pricey hotel. Pricey gift. The restaurant had pricey menu items, but the food was worth it.
Breakneck.
Extremely fast and reckless, dangerous and high speed.
Examples:
Breakneck acceleration. Breakneck pace. She drove at a breakneck speed, despite the dangerous conditions on the road.
Scoot.
To move or glide along quickly and smoothly on a surface, especially on a scooter or similar device.
Examples:
Scoot out of my room. Scoot over. I have to scoot over to the next desk because there's not enough room for me to sit comfortably.
Rickshaw.
A light 2- or 3-wheeled passenger carriage, typically pulled by a human runner or cyclist, commonly used in some Asian cities as a mode of transportation.
Examples:
Ride a rickshaw. Traditional rickshaw. In some cities, you can ride a rickshaw for a unique experience.
Influx.
The arrival or entry of a large number of people, objects, or ideas into a place or system.
Examples:
Influx of capital. Influx of tourists. The influx of immigrants into urban areas can create significant social, economic, and political challenges for local communities.
Petrochemical.
A chemical compound derived from petroleum or natural gas, used as a raw material in the manufacture of plastics, synthetic fibers, and other products.
Examples:
Petrochemical complex. Petrochemical plant. The town's economy relies heavily on the petrochemical industry.
Electrolysis.
A process or technique of chemical decomposition produced by passing an electric current through an ion-containing liquid or solution.
Examples:
Electrolysis apparatus. Copper electrolysis process. The electrolysis of water produces oxygen and hydrogen.
Voracious.
Having a very strong appetite or desire for something, especially for food or activity, extremely eager or enthusiastic for something.
Examples:
Voracious thirst. Voracious reader. The voracious appetite of the teenager was legendary.
Pollute.
To make an area or substance, such as land, air, water, etc., dirty or harmful to living things, by adding waste matter or harmful chemicals.
Examples:
Pollute the air. Pollute the thread. We should do our best not to pollute the environment.
Humid.
Having a high amount of moisture or water vapor in the air, damp, muggy.
Examples:
Humid climate. Uncomfortably humid. The air was so humid that my clothes felt damp.
Aspiration.
A strong desire to achieve something, the action or process of drawing breath.
Examples:
No aspiration for fame. Aspiration into the lungs. He has an aspiration to become a doctor.
Enact.
To make a law, to put something into practice.
Examples:
Enact new legislation. Enact the smoking ban. The government enacted this law in 1925.
Sputter.
To emit or make a series of explosive popping or spitting sounds. To speak quickly or in a confused or agitated manner. To work or operate in an erratic or uneven manner.
Examples:
Sputter into silence. Sputter due to lack of fuel. The car's engine began to sputter as it ran out of gas.
Loom.
To appear or take shape as a large, especially in a frightening way.
Examples:
Loom over the global economy. Loom on the horizon. The issue of divorce loomed large in his mind.
Mismanage.
To organize or control something badly, improperly, or unskillfully.
Examples:
Mismanage a crisis. Mismanage the needs. The funds were mismanaged for years.
Subsidize.
To pay part of the cost of something to support an organization, activity, etc. financially.
Examples:
Subsidize the project. Subsidize the cost. Governments subsidize renewable energy generation in various ways.
Overhaul.
A thorough examination, evaluation, or inspection of something, often with the intent of making necessary improvements, a major reorganization or restructuring of a system or process. Verb: to thoroughly examine, repair, and improve something to ensure that it is functioning properly and up to standard.
Examples:
Overhaul process. Vehicle overhaul. The mechanic suggested an overhaul of the engine to improve performance.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Cultivate.
To prepare and foster land for growing crops or plants.
Examples:
Cultivate a field. Cultivate relationships. University is a great place to cultivate our minds and expertise.
Procure.
To obtain, acquire, or secure something, often by effort or skill.
Examples:
Procure a rare antique. Procure services. I need to procure some supplies for the upcoming project.
Deforest.
To clear an area of forest or trees.
Examples:
Deforest a mountain. Deforest millions of acres. The company planned to deforest a large rainforest area to make way for a new plantation.
First-hand.
From the source, directly, adjective, received directly from a source.
Examples:
Hear customers' voices firsthand. Conduct first-hand research. The manager tried to hear customers' voices firsthand.
Gape.
An act of opening the mouth wide, often as a sign of surprise, wonder, or boredom, a wide opening or gap in something, especially in a physical object or landscape. Verb: to open one's mouth wide, often as a result of surprise, shock, or amazement.
Examples:
Gape in amazement. Bird's gape. The Gape of the Grand Canyon is an awe-inspiring sight.
Hoist.
To elevate or drag anything to a higher position, usually with the help of ropes or specific equipment.
Examples:
Hoist the flags. Hoist the anchor. The patient was hoisted onto the operation table.
Nacelle.
A protective housing or structure for a machine or equipment, especially the engine of an aircraft or the generator of a wind turbine.
Examples:
Wind turbine nacelle. Nacelle cover. The airplane's nacelle had to be replaced after it was damaged in a storm.
Atop.
On, to, or at the top.
Examples:
Stand atop. Sit atop a stack of books. The eagle perched atop the tallest tree in the forest.
Prosperous.
Successful financially or materially, bringing success or good fortune.
Examples:
Prosperous weather. Prosperous nation. The company decided to invest in a prosperous industry.
Hasten.
To move or act quickly, to cause or encourage something to happen sooner or more rapidly, to accelerate or speed up.
Examples:
Hasten the process. Hasten the arrival. I need to hasten my speed to finish the race on time.
Ravage.
To cause damage to something badly.
Examples:
Ravage a country. Ravage the brain. A large fire ravaged the forest.
Endanger.
To put someone or something in a risky situation.
Examples:
Endanger my health. Endanger a close relationship. Their actions endangered the lives of innocent people.